At the base of an old tree, where most people never look, a tiny red soldier is moving through a world of giants. To us, this place is only a patch of ground, a few dry leaves, a crack in the pavement, some fallen seeds beneath a tree. But to an insect only a few millimeters long, this is a forest, a battlefield, a nursery, a shelter, and a kingdom. This is the firebug, bright red, marked with black. Small enough to disappear beneath a leaf, yet colorful enough to catch the eye from several meters away. It looks simple, it looks harmless. It looks like one of those insects people see in spring, gathered in huge groups on warm stones and tree trunks, and then forget a few minutes later. But the firebug is not just a red insect on the ground. It is a survivor. Its life is built around sunlight, temperature, chemical signals, plant seeds, predators, mating competition, seasonal change, and one of the most fascinating life cycles in the insect world. This tiny creature lives in a hidden layer of nature, the world beneath our feet, a place where a fallen seed can feed a family, where a curled leaf can become a roof, where a crack in bark can mean survival through winter, and where a bright red warning pattern may be the difference between life and death. The firebug is often called a soldier bug because of its bold red and black colors. In some countries, children know it well. It gathers in parks, gardens, cemeteries, courtyards, old streets, and sunny places near trees. But despite its familiar appearance, many people misunderstand it. The firebug is not a beetle. It is a true bug. That difference is important. Beetles have hard wing covers and chewing mouthparts. Many of them bite, cut, grind, or chew their food. A firebug does something very different. It carries a piercing, sucking mouthpart called a rostrum. This rostrum is like a tiny biological needle. The firebug folds it beneath its body when it walks. But when it finds food, it lowers the tube, presses it into a seed or soft plant material, and sucks out the nutrients inside. It does not tear its food apart, it drinks from it. At the base of lime trees, fallen seeds collect in the dust and leaf litter. To a human, they may look dry and useless, but to a firebug, they are valuable. The insect approaches slowly, antennae sweeping the surface ahead. The antennae touch the seed, the legs adjust, the body becomes still. Then the rostrum slides down and begins to work. Inside the seed are plant oils and nutrients. The firebug uses its specialized mouthpart to draw out what it needs. This is not dramatic like a lion hunt or an eagle strike, but on this tiny scale, it is just as important. Every meal helps the insect move, grow, reproduce, and survive the next cold night. The firebug's world is measured in millimeters. A small stone is a hill, a blade of grass is a tower. A water droplet is a glassy sphere larger than its head. A line of ants is a moving army, and a bird landing nearby is a disaster that falls from the sky. The firebug survives by reading this world through touch, smell, heat, light, and vibration. Its compound eyes detect movement and changes in light. Its antennae constantly test the air and the surface ahead. Its legs feel texture, temperature, and stability. Its body reacts to warmth like a living machine built around the sun. On a cool morning, firebugs are slow. They hide beneath leaves, bark, stones, or in tiny spaces close to the ground. Their bodies need warmth before they can move quickly. When sunlight reaches the base of the tree, the first individuals begin to emerge. One comes out from under a dry leaf. Another climbs from a crack in the bark. Then more appear. Within minutes, the ground seems to come alive with red and black movement. This is one of the most striking behaviors of the firebug. They gather together, sometimes in small groups, sometimes in huge clusters of dozens or even hundreds. At first, it looks random, as if the insects have simply arrived in the same place by accident. But these gatherings are part of their survival strategy. A group can warm up more effectively in the sun. A group makes it easier to find mates. A group can lead others toward food. And a group sends a powerful visual signal. One red bug might be ignored. 100 red bugs are impossible to miss. Their colors are not decoration. They are a message. In nature, bright red and black often mean warning. Many predators learn to associate these colors with bad taste, chemical defense, or danger. The firebug is not a fighter. It cannot sting like a wasp. It cannot slice prey like a mantis. It cannot fly away instantly like a butterfly. Its defense is more subtle. Its body carries chemical protection. When threatened, it can release unpleasant substances that make it a poor meal for many predators. For a bird, One bad experience may be enough. A bright red bug that tastes unpleasant becomes a lesson. And when many firebugs gather together, that lesson becomes even stronger. But warning colors do not make them invincible. The firebug still lives among enemies. Ants patrol the soil, spiders wait in the grass, centipedes move under leaves, birds search the ground for movement. Even other bugs may threaten the youngest nymphs. The firebug does not win by force. It wins by timing, hiding, grouping, warning, and waiting. In early spring, the firebug's year begins again. After the cold months, adults emerge from winter shelters. They may have spent the winter hidden beneath bark, inside leaf litter, under stones, or in protected cracks near trees. During the cold season, their activity slows. They conserve energy and wait. To survive winter, an insect must manage more than hunger. It must manage cold. Cold can slow the muscles. Cold can reduce movement. Cold can threaten the water balance inside the body. For a small animal, temperature is not background scenery. It controls the rhythm of life. When warm days return, the firebugs appear on sunlit surfaces. Their black markings absorb heat. Their red bodies stand out against the grey bark and brown leaves. The insects spread out, feed, warm themselves, then gather again. And soon, another season begins, the mating season. Firebug mating is one of the strangest sights in the insect world. A male and female connect at the rear of their bodies and can remain attached for a long time. To a human observer, they may look like two insects joined together, each facing the opposite direction. They walk awkwardly. They pause. They pull. They turn. One moves forward while the other must follow backward. But this strange position is not an accident. It is part of reproduction. In crowded spring gatherings, competition between males can be intense. A male that remains attached to a female may reduce the chance that another male will mate with her immediately afterward. This is not romance in the human sense. This is reproductive strategy. On the surface of a single tree root, dozens of insects may be feeding, moving, meeting, and mating at the same time. Each individual is part of a larger seasonal pulse, a brief window when warmth, food, and reproductive opportunity come together. After mating, the female searches for a place to lay eggs. She does not build a nest. She does not guard a den. She does not carry her young. Instead, she looks for a protected microhabitat, loose soil, plant debris, dry leaves, cracks near roots, or hidden places close to food plants. Here, she deposits small, pale eggs. To us, they are almost invisible. To predators, they are a meal. To the future colony, they are the next generation. Inside each egg, a tiny insect begins to form. But the firebug does not develop like a butterfly. There is no caterpillar, no chrysalis, no dramatic transformation from worm-like larva into winged adult. The firebug goes through incomplete metamorphosis. When the young hatch, they are called nymphs. A nymph looks like a smaller, softer version of the adult. It has legs, antennae, a head, a body, and the same basic way of living, but it is not fully grown. Its markings are different. Its body is softer. Its wings are not fully developed. The young nymphs gather near their eggshells. At first, they are fragile. Their bodies are small and soft, and the world around them is enormous. A grain of soil is an obstacle. A drop of water is a danger. A predatory ant is a giant. Their first task is simple: find food. They move through the leaf litter, tapping the ground with their antennae. They follow surfaces, edges, shadows, and chemical traces. When they reach seeds or soft plant material, they feed in the same way as adults, with a piercing rostrum. But feeding is only the beginning. To grow, the nymph must molt. An insect body is surrounded by an outer skeleton. This exoskeleton gives protection and shape, but it cannot stretch forever. As the nymph grows inside, the old outer layer becomes too small. Then comes one of the most dangerous moments in its life. The old skin splits. The nymph slowly pulls itself out. For a short time, the new body is pale, soft, and vulnerable. The legs may appear lighter. The pattern may not yet be fully dark. The insect must wait while the new outer layer hardens. During this time, it cannot defend itself well. It cannot move as quickly. A predator arriving at the wrong moment could end its life. But if it survives, the firebug continues to grow. Molt after molt, the nymph changes. Its body becomes larger. Its red becomes stronger, its black markings sharpen, its legs become more confident, its antennae sweep the world with greater control. The small red nymph gradually becomes the adult soldier seen marching across the ground in spring. At each stage, the insect's body is shaped by signals from inside and outside. Hormones control development. Temperature influences activity. Day length helps shape seasonal timing. Food affects energy. Crowding changes behavior. Insects may look simple from a distance, but inside them are highly controlled biological systems. The firebug has become important to scientists because of this. Researchers have studied it for development, reproduction, diapause, wing forms, seasonal physiology, and hormone signaling. One of the most surprising stories in the history of insect research involved this very species. Scientists raising firebugs in Europe had normal results. But when similar insects were raised in an American laboratory, something strange happened. Instead of developing normally into adults, some individuals showed abnormal development. The mystery was eventually connected to substances in American paper products made from certain conifers. These substances acted like juvenile hormone, a natural insect hormone that helps control development. To most people, a paper towel is just a paper towel. To a developing firebug, it could become a powerful chemical signal. This strange discovery helped show how sensitive insect development can be to hormone-like compounds in the environment. It also showed that a tiny red bug on the ground could help reveal deep biological rules. But in the wild, the firebug is not part of an experiment. It is part of an ecosystem. At the base of a tree, the firebug's life connects with plants, soil, fungi, predators, weather, and other insects. The tree drops seeds. The seeds feed the firebugs. The firebugs gather where food is abundant. Predators learn from their warning colors. Dead leaves provide shelter. Moss holds moisture. Bark cracks become winter refuges. Every small detail matters. The firebug's body is built for this ground-level world. Its flattened oval shape helps it move through narrow spaces. Its legs allow it to grip bark, stones, leaves, and soil. Its black antennae act like moving sensors. Its rostrum gives it access to food hidden inside plant tissues. Its red and black pattern helps it be recognized, not hidden. Many animals survive by camouflage. The firebug survives by being seen. This is a risky strategy. A bright insect is easy to notice. But if predators learn that bright red and black means unpleasant or unprofitable, then visibility becomes protection. This is the logic of warning coloration. Do not hide. Advertise. Make the predator remember. Still, not every predator obeys the warning. Some spiders may attack, some birds may experiment, some ants may test smaller nymphs. And when the firebugs are young, their defenses and warning patterns may not be as strong as those of adults. A young nymph must stay close to shelter. It must feed when conditions are safe. It must avoid open ground when danger is high. Even rain can be dangerous. To us, rain is weather. To a firebug nymph, a raindrop can strike like a falling boulder. Water can flood small shelters. Wet surfaces can trap tiny legs. A sudden storm can scatter a group and force insects under leaves, bark, or stones. After rain, the world changes. The bark becomes dark and wet. Seeds soften. Moss swells. The air becomes cooler. The firebugs emerge again when the surface begins to warm. Their lives are full of pauses. Move when warm, hide when cold, feed when safe, scatter when disturbed, regroup when calm, mate when the season allows, lay eggs when the habitat is right. This rhythm is not planned. It is instinct shaped by millions of small survival pressures. As summer advances, the new generation grows. Nymphs become adults. Adults continue to feed and gather. Some individuals move to new feeding places. Others remain near the same tree, where seeds continue to fall. In some populations, most adults have shortened wings and do not fly, but occasionally, longer-winged individuals appear. These forms may help the species spread to new habitats when conditions allow. This is another hidden strategy. Not every individual needs the same body plan. Some are built for staying. Some may be better suited for dispersal. In a stable place with food, short wings may be enough. In a changing world, long wings can open new possibilities. For a firebug, the decision is not conscious. It is shaped during development by biology and environment, but the result can influence where the next colony begins. By late summer, the ground beneath the tree is no longer the same. The spring rush of mating is over. Many nymphs are larger now. Some adults are worn, slower, or faded. Seeds and plant debris collect in new layers. The days begin to shorten. Light changes. Temperature drops. Nights become cooler. The firebug's body responds. The urgency of reproduction gives way to preparation. Insects begin to seek shelter. Groups form again in protected places, under bark, inside dry leaves, around roots, beneath stones, and in cracks that hold warmth. Winter is coming. For a creature so small, winter is not just a season, it is a test of endurance. Food becomes scarce, movement becomes difficult, cold reduces activity. The world above may look empty, but beneath bark and leaf litter, the firebugs are still there, waiting. Their bodies slow down, their energy use drops. They survive in a hidden state until warmth returns. This resting period is part of their seasonal cycle. It allows them to pass through conditions that would otherwise be impossible. From the outside, nothing happens. No hunting, no mating, no bright red clusters in the sun, just bark, leaves, soil, and cold air. But life has not ended. It has paused. Then one day, the sun reaches the base of the tree again. The frost begins to melt. The surface warms. A crack in the bark opens into shadow, and a red shape appears. One firebug steps into the light, then another, then another. Slowly, the red soldiers return. They spread over the warm stone. They climb the bark. They gather near fallen seeds. They touch one another with antennae. The cycle begins again. To most people walking past, this moment lasts only a second. A quick glance, a thought, just some bugs. But at their scale, this is a complete world. A world of hidden eggs, tiny nymphs, dangerous molts, chemical warnings, long mating pairs, winter shelters, sunlit gatherings, and ancient instincts. The firebug does not roar. It does not chase prey across open plains. It does not build towers or spin webs. Its drama is smaller, quieter, closer to the ground, but it is real. Every red body moving beneath the tree is the result of survival through cold nights, hungry predators, fragile molts, and the endless search for food. The firebug is proof that nature does not need to be large to be extraordinary. Sometimes the most interesting stories are not in the sky, the ocean, or the jungle. Sometimes they are under an old tree, between the roots, beneath a dry leaf. Inside a world we step over every day, a tiny red soldier living under our feet.